Hey everyone, welcome back to another Cooking from a Can. It has been a while since we made one of these, so long that the kitchen's actually got a makeover. We did a backsplash that we had bought a while ago, so we got that put up, and a hood vent so we don't cry when we cut onions. And yeah, we are gonna make a Cubano today. So this is one of the best sandwiches that you can possibly make. And if you're a viewer from Costa Rica and you do the pork roast or the big pig on Sunday with your family and you have leftovers, this is a sandwich you can make on Monday and take to work if you want, or have it for dinner. Shayna's got her usual Caesar and so do I. So we should change the name to Cooking with a Caesar. Have it sit first.
Do you approve?
Yes, I approve of that Caesar. So to start the Cubano, if you haven't done a pig roast on Sunday and it's not Monday, you have to do your pork up, and we're gonna do that in an Instant Pot. You can also do this in a slow cooker at 6 hours. You could put it in the morning, go to work and come home and then your pork will be ready. So the pork that you use is typically a pork shoulder or pork butt, a tenderloin, or the whole loin. In Costa Rica, it's kind of hard some days to get certain cuts of meat, so we have a loin that's already been cut up. We're gonna put that in there, so it's gonna tenderize the same way. So we're gonna start off with one medium to large onion. About a cup of onion is what you need, and we're just gonna cut that up. It doesn't have to be diced too small, just because it's gonna go in. It's just more for flavor when you're pressure cooking or slow roasting, or slow cooking the pork. You can also roast a pork too if you wanted to do it that way in your oven, but pressure cooker or slow cooker is a lot better. You're gonna get more flavor in a short amount of time, and it's not gonna be as dry. So yeah, just a rough chop like that. I'm gonna set that aside. Next thing is a head of garlic, so about 10 to 12 cloves of garlic. We're just gonna throw that into the electric slap chop. You can mash this as well if you want with the peppercorns or whatever you want to do. All right, so that's really the only prep in this part of it to get the pork going. It's gonna go 45 minutes in the pressure cooker. So yeah, it was just the onion, the garlic, and then I'm gonna show you the other seasonings and oil and juice that you put it in as well. So I'm gonna get the Instant Pot out now and show you that. All right, so we got the Instant Pot here. Get the lid off. Don't need the grate in there either if you have that. If you haven't got an Instant Pot yet, you should buy one. And no, this isn't like some magic seed that grows weed right away. It's the best cooking thing you can get. We do a lot of stuff in this actually. We did rotisserie chicken one time, and it tasted just like a rotisserie chicken that was on a rotisserie for a few hours. It was really good, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
All right, so we're gonna start off by just putting in your 1 cup of onion. And then your minced garlic, half a cup of olive oil, 2 teaspoons of oregano, 1 teaspoon of salt, it'll come out of there, and 1 teaspoon of pepper, and then a mixture that is 2/3 orange juice, 1/3 lemon juice. Let's give that a little stir around. And then your 4 pounds of pork. Give that another stir around just to get some of that onion and stuff on top of the pork. And then you're gonna put your lid on the Instant Pot. So you're gonna make sure, one thing you always wanna make sure is if your seal's in properly.
Don't wreck my Instant Pot.
Don't wreck your Instant Pot. She likes the Instant Pot more than me.
Some days.
Some days. It's a better machine some days than I am, depending on how many Caesars we've had. All right. So just plug it in. We're just gonna manually do it to 45 minutes. I remember how to do that. Manual.
Time measure.
Yeah, it's automatic, right?
Yeah, just let your viewers know.
Yeah, it's oh, that's not what I wanna do. I don't want to delay start. Oh man. Shayna uses this thing more than I do. I'm gonna unplug it and plug it back in. All right. No, it's still doing that. How do you?
Do you need assistance?
Yes.
Here.
Technical difficulties. Yeah, it says it's off. Manual. There we go. Yeah, see, I pressed delay start because it's below the plus sign to add minutes. So 45, and then press manual again.
Never
I
know.
think Shayna should do this.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Obviously you need assistance.
Yeah. Glad to have a beautiful assistant, even though you're not on the camera, for all our viewers to see. So yeah, that's it. We're just gonna let this, make sure it's on the seal position, and then let this cook for, it'll automatically come up to temp, it'll beep, and then it's gonna count down 45 minutes. So we'll see you in about 55 minutes. All right, so it's actually been longer than 55 minutes because we've been having some Carlsberg, not very Cuban, but we can't get Cuban beer in Costa Rica. Actually, we'll have it here. There we go. And as the great Harold Balder says, it's pork o'clock.
It is pork o'clock. I rode through the mountains.
So we let it natural release for most of the time, so it's not actually going to release right now, as you can turn the valve and it'll steam. But the pork is ready, and it plays a song for you too. It's like a video game. So all you're going to do is pull the pork out of the pressure cooker or slow cooker, whatever you're using. And you're going to find that it's like super tender. Pull some of it out. All right, so once the pork is out of the Instant Pot or your slow cooker, you're gonna grab a couple forks and you're just gonna tear the pork as you would with like pulled pork. You can see it's super tender. It smells really good, doesn't it?
It does.
We're gonna let that just sit, and we're gonna get the bread ready because you want it to cool a little bit. Usually you take it out and let it sit a bit, just so you're not handling when it's so hot, but we're making the sandwich right away. Everybody's getting hungry. So yeah, we're just gonna set that to the side now. We've got our bread. So traditionally you're gonna use a Cuban bread, which even in Canada was really hard to find. So we've always used the French baguettes. What else did we use? I can't remember.
Ciabatta.
Yeah, we did ciabatta. So you can use any kind of bread that's gonna give you that long, skinny shape, I guess, if you wanna call it that. So yeah, we're gonna cut that down to size. And you can make these as big as you want or as little as you want. I'm gonna do probably like, what do we think, like 6 to 8 inches, somewhere in there. Set those off to the side, and you're gonna wanna slice it kind of in the middle. This is fresh today from the boulangerie, the French bakery we have here in Samara. So they do a couple days a week right now, you can get fresh bread. So just like that, you take a little bit of butter. Costa Rican butter is the best because it's like actual real butter. You can probably hear the chihuahuas whining in the background. They were barking out here, so I had to put them in the room, otherwise you guys wouldn't hear anything.
Time out.
Yeah, time out. Go to time out, chihuahuas. So yeah, a little bit of butter. Some people say you shouldn't put mustard on a Cubano, but we love to have mustard with pork, and it goes well on a Cubano. So one thing you definitely shouldn't do is an aioli or a mayonnaise. So a little bit of mustard. And then pickles, usually I'll use like a normal pickle and just slice it, but again, Costa Rica, you're limited to the supplies you can get, and all they had was pickle rounds, so. And then you go your pork. You want to put lots on. Don't be shy on the pork. No porking around. This is why, yeah, the chihuahuas are like, I smell the pork. Can you just let me out, please? No. They love pork o'clock too. Chihuahuas are land piranhas. They just love anything meat. So then it's ham. You can use like a sweet honey ham actually, which is really good, which typically they do. But any ham will do. So just like that. And then we actually need to cut some cheese. No, not that like that. So Swiss cheese, this is right from the great Price Smart, Costco. Highest quality you can get. It's very religious cheese, it's holy. There's a dad joke for you. And then your cheese, that's it. Pretty simple. Just layer it on, throw the top on like that. And now we're gonna put it on a la plancha. right? The plancha?
A
A
la plancha.
la plancha, so that's a little Spanish for you. So you can use just like your typical grill thing that you have for your pancakes on Sunday. You can do it in a frying pan if you want, or we're gonna do it on the stove with our cast iron pan thing we have, which is the best because it's got more flavor in it. Okay, so once your pan or your cast iron skillet or whatever you're using is hot, you're gonna put a little bit of butter on there. It sizzle. It's like brown butter now. Stick your sandwich on there, like so. And then take a weight, if you have one, if you have a meat weight for barbecuing, you can use that. If you don't have one, you can use a heavy bottom pan. Or if you're really ghetto, you can go out and take a brick out of your patio, wrap it in tin foil, and then just stick that on your pig. You're just gonna press it down. About 2 minutes on each side, and then it'll be done. Oh, so we got a little dark. It's a little warm. I'm just gonna press it down enough till the cheese melts, because everything else is pretty warm already. Just like that, and then you want to cut it in the middle, but on an angle for effect. Yes, it does. All right, so there you have it. Your traditional, somewhat traditional Cubano sandwich. Once you make these, you're gonna understand why the Cubans love them and everybody else loves them once they have them. Just a pressed hot sandwich with pork and pickles, and yeah, there's nothing not to like about it. So super easy recipe. Everyone in your family is gonna love it. And yeah, we're gonna make a few more of these now and indulge in pork o'clock with Cubanos. Good old pork o'clock. So yeah, if you guys like this video, please leave a thumbs up. If you make this recipe, leave a comment below. Let us know how you liked it. If there's anything you did differently, if you added mayonnaise because you're crazy and you want people from Tampa to get mad at you. Yeah, leave a thumbs up, and we'll see you in the next video. Ciao. Get into it again. It's been a while, hasn't it?
Just hurry up.
I am. How do you cancel it? Okay, there, I got it. No, I put, because the delay starts just below the plus sign, that's why. So manual, and then, no, not delay start. Why do you keep pressing that? Okay, manual, and then up.
Nope.
Off. Manual, why is it not going? We have a live studio audience today. You can't see them, they're over here.
Hi. Hola.
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 Some people say you shouldn't put mustards on it. Musters.
Blooper.
Sharice is stealing pork. Producer. The studio audiences. Sharice, can you cut the cheese?
On command?
On command, no. I have a friend, Ryan, if you're watching this. Ryan could actually cut the cheese on command. I'm not going to go into it because this is a cooking video. Yeah, I'm trying to save people's appetites.